Let's talk kingdom. Y'all, I got a special guest. I got my husband here. Hey, we're talking kingdom.
How y'all doing? How y'all doing? So I'm chewing on Sour Patch.
You stole my candy.
Yeah, I love them.
Yeah, I still got my turtle. Got my turtle. I don't know. I didn't have anything to talk about right now. It's on my phone. I didn't even pull it up yet.
Oh.
So, I was just recording just to see how we will look together recording.
I'm gonna say this, coming to the end of 2024 and we're going into 2025, and I have to say this year has been it's gone by pretty fast.
Yeah.
But a lot of current events and everything like that has happened with our family. We've had some loss in our family this year.
We had a lot of shifting.
We got a lot of shifting.
A lot of changes.
But at the end of the day, through it all, God has sustained us through it all. You know, He's helped us overcome. He's given us grace.
Yes.
And I'm thankful for
provided.
Yeah, He's provided
for us.
I'm thankful for God for giving me the best friend and partner that I could possibly have to get me through this year.
Yes.
To see another year, and be able to be healthy mentally and physically to be able to overcome this year.
Yeah.
Because it has been a tough year.
It's been a tough year. Y'all probably just seen us smiling
and joking
and laughing.
And I'm pretty sure a lot of y'all out there,
can relate
to what we've been through.
Yeah.
But you have to keep pushing and you have to keep striving.
We just made up in our minds that we was gonna keep on moving forward. We was gonna continue to do what God told us to do. And His number one thing was keep moving forward.
Right.
Keep moving forward.
And sometimes, as the saying goes, you have to laugh
to keep from crying.
Keep from crying.
And many days we did cry. Many days we had to be honest.
Right.
And be human. And go through the process and the feelings that we were feeling through everything that we had to go through.
Right.
But God kept us together.
Right.
God held it all together, everything all together, even while He was shifting us as well.
That's right.
He kept us. What's one thing that you seen God do in this year for us that just blew you away?
Well, for me, was losing my job. I had 2 jobs. I lost 2 jobs in the same year.
Yeah.
And seeing my wife carrying us financially, until I got back on my feet and had a job.
Yes.
And God sustained us off of one income.
That's right. That's right.
Off of one income, it sustained us throughout that year to that time. Gave us that grace period.
That's right.
Until I could get back on my feet to help my wife out. But on top of that, I had to learn how to be able to take care of my wife instead of just taking care of me. I've been so used to taking care of me.
Yes.
I had to cater on my wife a lot more than I had.
That was a turning point.
It was
in his life.
It was
in our marriage.
It was
his life because
I had to. God had to humble me. He had to humble me.
He did not. He was like, I'm not gonna be.
I'm not no husband.
House husband.
That was my thing. I'm not no house husband.
And I would tell him, until you humble yourself, God is gonna keep you as that.
Right.
It's something that God is trying to show you.
You're not gonna be able to move.
Yeah.
Until you get right in your
and
position,
understand that position that you're in. You know, women are just not meant to serve their husband. Also, men are meant to serve their wives. We're equal. We're together. We're one. So when one is weak on one end, where your strength is at, that's where you help them to be strong, and vice versa, you help that person. And so for him, it was all about me being there for him in a way that helping him to understand that it's okay, you know, because it's natural for a man to want to always provide and be that head, you know, and feeling like, you know, I can take care of my family and everything. But whenever you go through a layoff on your jobs and stuff, you're in that position, and some men, they tend to shut down and don't want to be bothered. But I just kept on encouraging my husband, being there for him, telling him, you know, I got this, we got this, God is going to come through for us. You know, don't worry, don't spend your days worrying, don't allow the enemy to put you down, make you feel some type of way. And to be honest, we went through all of the process of it. The times where he did not understand, you felt some type of way, you know, you try to figure things out, different things, but in the midst of it all, God kept it. He held us together, and that was so amazing.
So for you, for this year, what was your turning point of the? I mean, like, what was your turning point of the year?
Many don't know that I went with my job that I had. I got sick, basically my heart, and for 4 months I was out of work, and my husband and my kids had to basically take care of me, you know, and I'm so used to being strong. I'm so used to taking care of everything and going and doing for everybody else. When it came down to me, I didn't know how to allow them to take care of me, because everybody that I thought that would take care of me had left me in my past. And so in my mind, it's like, okay, I have to stay strong, even if I'm having heart problems. I'm not knowing what's going on with my heart or anything. I still got to be strong. I still got to be that leader. And you provided a safe place for me. You provided a reassurance. You provided so many things, like, I got this. And even when the enemy was trying to come up against us and everything, we pulled together instead of pulling apart. That's the number one thing, because the enemy wants you to pull apart, but God allowed us to pull together, and we made it up in our mind, like, this is our marriage. We got to fight for it. Nobody else have to fight for it, and we got to be there for one another. Nobody else got to be there for us.
Nobody's coming to help us.
Yeah, that's how we looked at it, and we pulled together like never before, because we wanted to see what was on the other side. And those 4 months of me going through that, and just, you know, seeing how everybody came together and just was helping me. And in the crazy part about it, how God still provided. Never missed a beat. Never missed a beat. Never missed a beat. Still provided. And sometimes whenever I was on FMLA at my job, and they don't pay you your full wages. And so for me, it was like, I don't know how we're going to do this. And when I tell you what we had, it's like we're still in awe how God still provided. It's like, it's somewhat like whenever God told Prophet Elijah to go to the woman that was making cakes, and she said, all I got is enough for me and my son, and then after that we're gonna die. He said, go make it. And as she was making it, more, she was able to make more, and they ate. That's how it was for us. That was the experience for us, because it was like it just left us in awe. It just left us in awe. And that right there was amazing. So many other things that we went through, but even with us going through it, we look back and we see God's hand all in it.
Yeah.
Every test that we had to go through, every pain that we experienced, everything
we had our armor, the armor of God on.
Yes.
We had our armor. We was ready. We was like, okay, we took care of this. What's next? Who coming?
Yes.
What's coming
I wasn't
next?
willing to give up.
Yeah, what's next?
Wasn't willing to give up. Because when God speaks to you and give you notification ahead of time, before everything transpires, it's like you already know, like, okay, God, I know because you have already warned me, or you have already spoken to me.
Be obedient.
We know
to listen to what God is saying. Yeah. Being totally obedient to that.
Yeah. One thing that we are still presently going through is the loss of my brother.
Yeah.
That right there was like the ultimate.
Yeah. It was,
test for us in this year,
and having him here, you know, while we were here caring, while he was visiting us and caring for him while he was here, you know, and then to lose him here, you know,
it's
because we were expecting him to be here, you know, Christmas,
New Year's,
and into the New Year,
just
going
against the odds of what
everybody in the doctors, and all the doctors was saying, telling them, like, this and this and that, and he's anytime, and this, and, you know, even with them saying those things, he didn't go the within the time frame that they were saying. So, you know, I just was blessed and grateful to be able to have your brother here and to get to know him more personally, like, instead of just talking to him over the phone and things like that, but to be able to have him here with us, laughing and
dancing
and creating memories that are so priceless that you can't put a price on that. I'm thankful for that. You know, I'm pretty sure there's a lot of her family, they wish they would have had gotten that opportunity to spend that time with him, and they wasn't able to do that. But I'm just grateful and I'm thankful for the time that we shared with, and I'm grateful for that. And
we really, really, they have the saying that, you know, you hear today, gone tomorrow. That literally, it felt just like that.
Yeah, because
it felt just like that.
You know, we were up. That's, you know,
morning.
That's that morning, and we were just like we taping in
right now.
We did that. I did that with him on my YouTube. And we were supposed to do reactions the next following day, and you know, that day for him didn't come. So, but you know, in my opinion, it couldn't have been any better. I think God had his plan on having him being on the YouTube with me, being the first person I had on my YouTube with me.
And I can recall him saying, man, I feel so good.
Was, you know, for him to be so happy and being on there with me and supporting what I'm doing, it to me was just like, you know, I just...
it was a blessing.
Yeah, it's a blessing, and I'm so grateful for it. You know, that it served fitting that he was on there. He was the very first person that I had on my YouTube, and man, I just, you know,
he felt good about it.
I'm trying to hold back the tears now, but you know, just sitting up and clowning with him that led up to that day, the things that we had already were doing, and the photo shoot, helping us with our Christmas photo shoot, doing the video for us and everything like that. He did a marvelous job on that, you know what I'm saying, you know, but not knowing that those were his final days, you know, his final hours.
He didn't want to stay in. He was like, I want to come.
Yeah,
I want to come.
No matter how he was feeling, no matter how...
I'm coming.
And I'm pretty sure, I know he wasn't feeling up to physically and mentally, but he just didn't refuse to be inside. He wanted to get out and be with us and create memories with us. And basically just go with us to see how we go about our day and our weekend, how we do our ordinary day weekend thing. And that's what he wanted to do, you know. And I'm you know, like I said, I can't put any price on that, you know, just to spend that time with him and
that's
laughing
memories.
about him and finding out more things that me and him had in common.
They had this bond,
You know, like me and him would
crazy bond.
quote movie sayings, and he would get it. Like if I quoted a movie, he knew.
He
a
already
movie,
knew it.
he
I'm
knew a
looking at
movie,
them.
yeah.
I'm looking at them.
He
like,
knew a movie I was saying. If he
what?
quoted a movie, I knew a movie he was saying. If he quoted a song, I knew what song he was talking about.
Yeah.
It's things like that. Like somebody not knowing that I never knew that we had so much in common.
Yeah.
And we'd be laughing, and wife would be like, man, what y'all laughing about? I ain't get that. But me and him got it. Like, I understood what he was saying and where he was coming from.
Yeah.
It was that, you know, and I just wished I'd have had more time of having those moments with him.
Yeah.
I wish I would have had more time. But, you know, God knew what he was doing.
We were blessed with the time that we had with him.
Right.
That was literally my prayer.
Yeah.
Even when he was in Baton Rouge, I prayed and I asked God for him to be able to come and just for me and him to be able to have that time together and visit and I always wanted that, and it happened.
Yeah.
Just the way that God wanted it to happen. You know, do we miss him? Yes. Yeah. Yes. Did it change our lives? Yes. Did it draw our family closer? Yes. Do we take things for granted? No.
Definitely not.
No.
Definitely
every
not.
moment, every minute, we don't take it for granted. We appreciate everything that God allows us to see and the things that he allowed us to do. Looking at his life makes us want to, you know, just live life and be grateful for everything that God is blessing us with, allowing us to see. Even the tests and the trials, you know, we still thank God for it because we know that it's growing us and helping us to go to a higher level.
Right. It's something that it's an obstacle that we have to go through.
Yeah.
You know, a testimony, trial and tribulations for us to get to what's already waiting for us that God has already blessed us with.
Yes. Yes.
So
what do you expect for our 2025? What is something that you would love to see in our life?
I would love to see us finally having our honeymoon. That's what I want.
Say that.
I'm gonna say that. I'm gonna keep saying that because we
didn't get
a chance to have our honeymoon. It was just like we got married and boom,
everything just started.
You know, I mean, us, you know, getting to know each other and everything. It was a speed process, and then we got married. It happened so fast. And so after we got married, it was just like, boom, we just got dropped right back into what we were doing. Now we're combining and doing, and we still trying to know each other at the same time. We getting, as I'm going to put it out there, our anniversary is next month. Yeah. So we're coming up on our second year. And you know what I'm saying? So
but it feels like forever. Like
and it's like I've been knowing her forever.
Yes.
But at the same time, but it's been such a short period of time. Yeah. So my thing coming in 25, I want us to finally have a honeymoon and be able to go off and be able to do that and spend time with one another, you know, and have that time with each other too, because we've been taking care of everybody else. We've been taking care of everybody else. Yeah. And I think it's just time for us to
I believe that our reward is here. Is now. It's happening, and we're gonna walk into it. I believe that, and I want that too. I want that too. For me, 2025, I want, like I told you when me and you were speaking, I want to be on the right side of God, because I know a lot of things that's gonna take place in 2025 that God has already spoken to me about, and I just want to make sure that not only me, but my family, my husband, and all of those people that is attached to us is on the right side and not the wrong side of God. And I want to be able to walk into the manifestation of the prayers that we have prayed throughout the year,
Right.
throughout the time that we have been spending with God. I'm ready to see the manifestation. I'm ready to see all that God has for us. I don't believe that God is through with us yet. This is only the beginning. I believe that God has so much more for us. I believe that we have so much growing to do, so much more of learning to do. I believe that he want to take us to a higher level. He want to grow us. He want to promote us, reward us.
Right.
I believe that that's what we're gonna walk into. I understand that the world is gonna have their own what they're gonna walk into, but I specifically believe that the people of God, that God is going to make sure that the manifestation is gonna be manifested before us in this season, in this year to come, and even further on. I don't know. I told my husband that I feel like this is the year of Jubilee, where the manifestation is going to take place. It's gonna collide with us, and so I'm ready for all of the things that God is going to be doing in our life. I'm ready to see things happen rapidly, suddenly, immediately,
which we all are used. We both used to.
Yes,
we used to those rapidly. Things are happening rapidly.
Yeah. So and lots of joy. Joy don't have to just be in December.
Right.
A lot of times people think that, okay, let's be in a holiday spirit. I want us to be in a joyful spirit throughout the year of 2025.
Yeah.
Going higher, elevation. So that's what I look for. And plenty of traveling, like travel us, God.
Yeah.
Travel us. That's what I want to see. I want to see that for us. And to continue to grow in the things that we are putting in the work to do.
Yeah. That we enjoy doing and everything like that. And I'm also looking to us expanding our businesses.
Yes.
I'm looking to seeing. I know it's gonna take some time, but just to be able to see growth over that.
Yes.
We have talented people in our family.
Oh my
very
God.
talented people in our family, and we got all the resources that we really need. We don't really need to go anywhere else.
Yeah.
We just need to
come
together and push in one direction. And I think once we're clicking as one unit, all that's gonna happen. And
I believe
that's
that.
what I'm looking for. Us to expand, all of us to expand in our own personal businesses and growing those things, and don't be prideful to not be able to ask for help.
Yes. I hope and pray that we can make that a norm in 2025. Like, ask for help. Ask for help. We cannot do it all by ourselves. We need the help. We need divine helpers, like people that is going to come with the right intentions to come in and help us while we help them. We're not asking for people to come and just help us and we turn around and forget about you. We want to help you make it to your next level. And I think that a lot of people is just doing away with trying to help people, and I get it
because it's about money.
Yeah,
but
it's about money.
But sometimes something that's more precious is time. Your time is more priceless than anything. Nobody can put a price on your time. So, and I think just by volunteering and giving your time is more valuable than
and God
paid.
will honor that. He will honor that. And I know that me and my husband, we don't mind getting in any water to help people and be there.
We have traveled. We've traveled.
Exactly.
We get in the car and we've traveled many times.
And went and helped and did not expect anything else from it, but
to go and enjoy myself and enjoy the experience.
Yeah,
that's it. And now, anything that was given to me or anything that was given to us, I'm grateful for that. But I didn't go with my hands open.
Saying I'm just gonna charge you all of this.
I didn't go to expect anything with my hands open. Like, well, I ain't doing anything. But
I'm a strong believer that whenever I'm always looking at the fact that, anybody that asks me to do something, that means that if I go, that means that God has me on an assignment. Right. And it's not my job to put a price to it, because I may be counting myself out on what God really want to bless me with. So I learned to leave it up to God. Whatever God want to bless me with, it may not be what that person have in their hands. It may be something else where it would be more than what I ever imagined. So I go in with the heart to just help and not look for anything else.
You could possibly run across someone else that could get you over to what that could speed up your process in your business ventures or whatever. But I always learned that. I found that out. Growing up young, especially since I've gotten with my wife, I've learned that, sometimes you could be in the wrong, sometimes you could be in the right place at the right time, but don't even know you're in that. You don't know until you know.
Yeah.
You have no idea. You just be like, why did I come? Because I thought about, I kept contemplating about coming, and I didn't really feel like coming. And then when you get there, you end up having the best time that you could ever imagine.
And that has happened to us plenty of times.
The best time you ever could imagine.
Yeah.
And then you end up getting some an experience out of it that could benefit you in the long run into what you are already doing or what you're trying to do. I've learned that's God put us in places that we never never think we would be. He put us in rooms with people that we never thought we would have conversations with.
Yeah.
And and to be honest with you, from my job, I've learned too, you never know who's who.
And who's watching you.
Yeah, you never know who's who. So you always want to treat people with respect. And you want to be respectful. And you want to be, kind. And you want to be professional. Whatever you're doing, you want to be professional. You don't want to be talking out the side of your mouth, and giving that bad first impression.
Yeah.
But you never know who you in company of, and you never, like she said, you never know who's watching you.
Yeah. Yep.
Because this is a very small world. Even though it's a big world, it's a small world.
Yeah.
And it's a circle.
And the help that you need may be in the same room as you.
Yep.
May be right there with you.
Right.
The things that you need may be right there. But if you close yourself off and not want to be a part of anything, then you missing out. You can be missing out on your next level.
Yeah.
You can miss out on your greatest blessings. You can miss out on sitting at the table where God said that you can sit at, or shake hands with the people that God said that you're supposed to shake hands with. Always,
a closed mouth never gets fed. That's
always
the
be
whole
available, and don't be available as a beggar. Be available to be ready with great expectation. Like, God, I know you brought me here for a reason, and whatever that reason is, lead me to whoever I need to be around so that I can hear what you need me to hear. So but I really, really, I learned so much in this year about myself. I learned so much more about you. I learned so much more about the different things that we went through. And it just shows us how much strength that we have, because I didn't think that we had this, like me personally, I didn't think I had that much strength to go through the things. If we sit here and tell you the things that we went through, you know. And most people would think, oh well, y'all just got married. I know that y'all probably had problems in y'all marriage or whatever, but it was not even none of
It
that.
wasn't those problems that
None of that.
It wasn't no problems they was talking about. None of those things. It's just
none of it. It was life.
Yeah.
It was things happening,
Yeah.
and we as a husband and wife, we had to pull together
because
and not apart.
It could have swallowed you.
Yes.
Could have swallowed you up.
Yes.
You know.
Yes.
And I'm pretty sure it's some things that, you know, couples out there have gone through. I mean, you know, it could have been probably even worse than what we've gone through.
Yeah.
And y'all still here today.
Yeah.
20, 30, 40 years in y'all marriage. You know, we're still young. We late in the game with it, but we learn it, you know what I'm saying? And you know, as a whole, as you get older, you're supposed to evolve.
Yeah.
And especially when you become one in the union under God, you're supposed to evolve together and have to be able to almost finish each other's words, know what the other one is thinking, and all those things. So, you know, I'm just grateful and I'm thankful for God, and I'm gonna say it again. I can't say it enough. I'm just so grateful, and I'm so thankful for my wife. You know what I'm saying? Because
I'm thankful for you.
I ain't gonna even lie. You know what I'm saying? I reached a part in my life where I just couldn't do it by myself anymore, and I knew I couldn't do it. I knew that I was to that point, to that level in my life, and I just knew. You know, I pray to God. I say, I know I can't go on by myself anymore. I have to not live like I can't. There's no way that
you reach that ceiling.
Right. There's no way you put me on this earth to be by myself.
Yeah.
There's no possible way.
I believe that for me, God knew that I was gonna need someone that was gonna be able to walk with me through, because I was used to going through hard things. I was used to having to have faith. I was used to going through a test. I was used to those things, but this that took place this year, I needed. I can't thank God enough for thinking about me, you know, in those situations and saying, I'm going to give her a mate.
Amen.
To walk with her through this. Because I know my daughter is strong, but I don't want her to go through this by herself. Yeah. And I'm so grateful that the things that he went through, he didn't have to walk through it by yourself.
Yeah.
Because we talk about it all the time, like, you know, being laid off from your job, it could have, if you was by yourself, we always talked about it, like how it would have been. How would you been able to get through it being by yourself? You know, because being out here, people they talk about, oh well, you can move to a city and you could get your job is easy. No,
Houston is a big city.
Houston is a big city,
and a lot of companies and all these corporations. They're coming here.
They take their time, and so the time that they take, if you're by yourself, you will lose everything.
Yeah.
And I'm so grateful that God thought about us enough to pair us together and say, no, y'all gonna walk hand in hand with each other. You're gonna be there for him and he's gonna be there for you. Yeah. And it was the perfect timing where we were there for each other. And I'm just grateful for that. I can't thank God enough. Seriously, I can't. And we grew so much. And it humbled us a whole lot. Not just only him. It humbled me as well.
Very humbling year.
Yeah. Yeah.
Very humbling year, I must say. It really was.
Yeah.
Very humbling. But
we're gonna have more to talk about. We're gonna get into marriage, different topics about different things that's in the kingdom, you know, talking about the kingdom. It's what a lot of believers and even unbelievers need to hear, because it may stir up something in them,
Right.
and help them.
You might be going, and you might be going through some of the things that we've gone through. But our story is not just our story.
Yes.
If someone else can relate to something that has transpired to us. So that's why we're here. We want to make sure. Oh, I'm sorry. I cut you off, baby.
No, I cut you off. No.
No, go ahead.
No, I just wanted to add this. I know that so many people focus on the years of you being together and the years of what you experience when you get married. Don't let the numbers fool you. Because just because we've been married almost 2 years, it's not like we have not been in anything. We have not gone through anything.
Right.
If we were
you
to
feel like you can't learn anything new because you've been in it.
I've been in it longer than you,
right.
and y'all just been in it 2 years. No. Don't let the years fool you.
Because your journey is different from our journey, but still, I can relate and learn. I've learned more from my wife within the 3 years that we've been together, the 2 years that we've been in almost,
married.
I'm going to go ahead 2 years. 2 years that we've been married, so it's a lot that we have encountered.
In a short period of time.
Very short period of time.
Very short period of time.
Very short period of time.
And y'all would be like, huh?
Yeah.
What?
But
it's, yeah.
Again, that's God's grace and Him sustaining us.
Thank you, babe. That is
sustaining us.
Yes.
And God gonna take care of His children.
Yes. He will.
He has done it. And He gonna let you.
We gonna talk about some stuff.
He gonna let you go through some stuff too. But He only gonna let you go through it because of what how strong you are.
Yeah.
He's not gonna let or put anything on you that you cannot be able to.
If there's another level that God wants you to go to, you're gonna go through some things. If there's another level,
you have to,
that God wants you to go to. If you want a promotion, if it's going to be a promotion, if it's going to be elevation, if it's going to be another level, if it's going to be God expanding you, you got to go through it.
He basically just preparing you.
You got to go through it. You're going to go through it. And be okay. Be okay. Be okay. And there's some days that you're not going to be okay, but be okay with that. Just don't stay in it. Get back up. And that's the beautiful part of having a maid, that can push you even when you're weak, that can say, I have you, that can pray for you, that can remind you of who you are. Because sometimes we don't feel like getting up and looking in the mirror and trying to encourage ourselves. Sometimes we have to have our mate that's going to encourage us, that's going to tell us, baby, you can do it.
Right.
I don't care if the world don't believe in you. I believe in you. God believe in you. And that's what you need.
Right.
That's what we need to hear. And I'm just grateful. I'm grateful.
Yeah.
I'm grateful.
I'm grateful too. And I thank you.
So this is it. I just wanted to come on here with my lovely husband.
Didn't have any topic. Didn't have anything specifically that we were gonna cover, but
look at God.
I was
God.
Just shooting this straight off the Chrome Dome.
And you know what? That wasn't nobody but the Holy Spirit. So
yes, indeed.
guide us to talk about this. And guess what? Somebody needs to hear this. Somebody needs to know that, you can make it. Even though we went through all these things during this year, we are still here. We are still one. And we're still loving God, and we're still walking with great expectation of our 2025, and we're still speaking the way that God needs us to speak. Everything that He said about us is going to come to pass. Everything that He spoke about us, over our union, over our life, over our business, over our finances, over our children, over our family, everything, our jobs, everything,
Yeah.
everything. So this is only the beginning of Let's Talk Kingdom. We're gonna come with more, and just bless you guys with all that God need us to talk about. So yeah, I appreciate you. I love you guys. There's nothing that you guys can do about it, and I hope you guys have a wonderful and blessed day.